Welcome back to AfriFreedom Channel, your trusted space for revolutionary commentary, African politics, and historical insight. If you are new here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more relevant and important updates just like this one. We value your voice, so as you watch this video, we urge you to engage actively, drop your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section below, then please do so respectfully. Your input drives the conversation forward, and together we create a vibrant, informed community. Before we proceed, a quick disclaimer: the views and analyses presented in this video are for educational and informational purposes only. They are rooted in public commentary, verified public events, and critical analysis. They do not constitute an endorsement of any political party or figure. Always do your own further research to enrich your understanding. Now, let's dive in. In recent days, one particular statement has been echoing across social media. Data must fall.
We want data to fall because data is information. You use data to access information, to look for jobs, and when it is expensive, it means you can't have access to those opportunities. We're saying, why is data having an expiry date? As if it's milk or bread. Data must never expire. Once you buy it, it must belong to you, and you'll use it as and when you want to use it. No one must take it away from you. Data must fall, and we fought that battle. We told MTN, we told Vodacom, we told CLC and Telkom that data must fall in South Africa. Our people cannot afford. That's what we're doing for you in that parliament. Comrades, how can data be cheap in Malawi and Kenya and be expensive in South Africa, where Vodacom comes from? It was supposed to be cheap here because it comes from here. We don't want a situation where South Africa pays for more and others pay less. Comrades, we need free Wi-Fi for all schools in South Africa. We need free Wi-Fi for all public spaces. When you go to clinic, you must connect to Wi-Fi. When you go to a hospital, you must connect to Wi-Fi. When you go to school, you must connect to Wi-Fi. This is an era of information and technology. We must not be behind. Fighters, only the EFF can make it possible, because these old people don't know your struggle. Only the EFF of young people know the struggle of the youth. That's why you must always make sure that EFF, it exists in every corner of KZN.
Data must not expire, it is not bread or milk. This powerful call, first seen in the tweet from @Jenna_original2, strikes at the heart of a long-standing issue in South Africa and across much of the African continent: the cost and accessibility of data. Why is this significant? Because in our modern era, data is no longer a luxury, it is a basic utility. It connects students to online learning, families to essential services, small businesses to markets, and activists to audiences. And yet, telecom companies continue to treat it like a perishable commodity, forcing consumers to repurchase it again and again through expiry policies. We must ask ourselves, why should data expire? Why should a child in Umlazi, or in a rural village, be denied learning opportunities because their family could not afford another gigabyte that month? Why should activists be silenced because their data expired before they could share their message? Think about this: if electricity, water, or housing were treated this way, if they expired before being fully used, would we accept it? Why do we allow such exploitation when it comes to data? What are your thoughts on this issue? Have you personally been affected by high data costs or unfair expiry policies? Let us know in the comment section. Your voice matters. At the same time, on the political front, we witnessed EFF leader Julius Malema addressing supporters at King's Stadium in Umlazi during the party's National Youth Day rally, as covered in the report by SABC News.
Amandla. Viva EFF, viva. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Down with MKP, down. Down with ANC, down. Down with DA, down. Amandla. Ngiyabonga, ngiyabonga. Usakela mongameli. Siyabonga officials of the EFF giving a lele kini bantu base KZN. We are happy that you came here in your numbers. Ngibonge Ngonyama, the king of the Zulu nation, King Musizulu Kazwelethini. Ngithi bayete. 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 Ngibonge Nonyazi lweZulu, who has welcomed us in this province, Inkosi Ushembe, whom we met this weekend, and the congregation of Father Matwe of St. John's Apostolic Faith Mission Church, and all religious leaders who are here today. We saw our pastor earlier. Our traditional leaders who are present and those who are at home, I salute you. I salute the youth of Umlazi and the youth of South Africa and the youth of Africa and Diaspora. Today, we do not gather to celebrate. We gather to remember, to honor, to reflect, and to revive the spirit of 1976. We are here today to say to the youth of 1976, you did not die in vain. We are here to pick up the spear and continue the struggle of our people. Comrades, as the youth of today, we must know that we have a responsibility to fight the legacy of Hendrik Verwoerd. We cannot allow the legacy of Verwoerd to continue. That's why we must say to Tsietsi Mashinini that we will never rest until the education of our people is decolonized. We don't want Bantu education like the 1976. We want free education. We want quality education. We want a decolonized education. We want to say to Steve Biko, you did not die in vain. The black consciousness you preached in the 60s and the 70s that inspired the 1976 generation is inspiring us today. Every time we are confronted with racism, every time we are looked down, we remember the black consciousness of Steve Biko. We remember Onkgopotse Tiro. We remember Hector Peterson. We remember Winnie Mandela, who picked up the bodies after police shot our children in 1976. We say to them, we will never retreat. We will fight until our people get their freedom. Comrades, here in KZN, we know that you have a history of defiance. The kings that came before the current king, they fought successful battles against imperialism, against those who wanted to occupy our land. And that's why we call on you, the youth of KZN, to follow in the footsteps of those who came before you. After 1976, many young people from KwaMashu, from Umlazi, from everywhere in KZN, they went exile to join MK and to join APLA.
This event was more than just a rally. It was a moment of reckoning, a reflection on where the youth of South Africa stand today in terms of economic opportunity, education, and political empowerment. Malema's presence in Umlazi is significant, as it highlights the importance of township voices in shaping the national discourse. Consider this: decades after liberation, how much progress have we truly made in empowering young South Africans? The stadium was filled with young faces yearning for change, for dignity, for opportunity. The question lingers: are our political structures genuinely addressing their needs, or are we failing them? Moreover, the symbolism of holding such an event on Youth Day, a day that commemorates the courage of young people who fought against apartheid in 1976, reminds us of the sacrifices made by previous generations. But have those sacrifices yielded the just society they envisioned? How do you feel when you see young people rallying under the banner of economic freedom? Do you believe the current political leadership is delivering on its promises? Are our youth truly free today? Share your reflections below. As we've seen today, whether it's the ongoing struggle for affordable, accessible data or the political awakening of South Africa's youth, these issues demand our attention. They require us to ask hard questions, to engage critically, and to act boldly. Here at AfriFreedom Channel, we are committed to keeping these conversations alive. So once again, we urge you, like, share, and subscribe so that you never miss an update. And most importantly, engage, leave a comment, spark a discussion, and help us push these dialogues forward. Do you believe real change is possible? Will the voices of the youth and the fight for digital justice reshape our society? What must we do next? Stay tuned for more thought-provoking content right here on AfriFreedom Channel. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered.